name's Carrie. I just wanted to make a video about how important PAP smears are and to urge all the ladies out there, no matter what age, to go out and get this done when they get a notification from their GP that it requires to be done. Last year I had quite a bad health scare. The beginning of the year I had my usual sort of notification that I was due to go for my smear test. I put the letter somewhere safe, or so I thought, thinking I'll do that later. I've not got time just now. As it happens, I actually did forget where I put the letter, so I forgot I was due my smear test. I then got another second notification a few months down the line. I think it was in May of last year. And this time I felt there was something not quite right because my monthly cycle was extremely painful, and for about 1 or 2 days every month I was incapable of doing anything. I was in that much pain, and my periods were extremely painful, extremely heavy. I had no energy, I was lethargic, all those sort of symptoms. So anyway, I went for a smear test on the second notification. That was fine. That I've been going to them for years. I'm now 38, so I should be used to them by now. So I then forgot about it, as you do, and within a few weeks I got a letter which shocked me quite a bit, saying that they had found abnormal cells in the result of the smear test I had done. And they think it was high risk, and they wanted me to go in for a colposcopy at the local women and children's clinic. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after I received that result. So you know what it's like, your mind goes into overdrive, you get worried, you think up all sorts of things what this could be, and your mind just overthinks things. So anyway, I went for my colposcopy, my first ever colposcopy, and I was told from the nurse consultant that I was indeed a high risk, so this really needed to be done. So I went through this colposcopy, and they did find abnormal cells when they were looking through the telescope equipment. It was about the size of a 5p piece, so I was told. The nurse consultant then advised that I got it removed there and then. So I had what's called a LETS procedure, where a wire is basically slices through the infected cells, takes them away. At the same time, I also advised that I had a womb biopsy done, because I got explained that the abnormal cells were being found on the second layer of my cervix, so they wanted just to, which is quite rare, so they wanted just to check my womb just in case. So that was fine. Anything that needed done, I just wanted done that day, no matter how uncomfortable it was. And it wasn't uncomfortable. Once you had the local anaesthetic inserted into your cervix, it was fine. Afterwards I was however advised that I may bleed for a few weeks, and to avoid obviously sexual intercourse for about between 4 and 8 weeks. So I knew this had to be done, so I waited. And I got told the results would be with me about 6 weeks or something for both the result of the LX procedure and the womb biopsy. Anyway, I waited and waited. It must have been about the October, it was 2 months, that I actually got the result in. And during that time, I was quite emotional. I didn't know what was going on, what my result would be, all sorts of things were going through my head. I'm 30, I've not had children yet. I worried that this would affect my ability to have kids in the future, and every day I think I cried every single day up until I got my result. But I got my result, and the relief that when I read that it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. It wasn't a high risk, it was only a low risk. I did indeed have the human papilloma virus, HPV, but it was SIN1 instead of the high risk SIN2, SIN3. So this gave me some hope that it would eventually clear on the follow-ups. And they had arranged for another follow-up colposcopy appointment for a couple of months after that, in December of last year. So this put my mind a little bit more at rest. So in December, I went for my second colposcopy of the year. I had a smear test done, and I also had a biopsy of the cervix done. I also got told my womb biopsy was clear as well, so that was another way off my mind. So anyway, I had this cervix biopsy done and this smear test because they couldn't find anything on the colposcopy itself, so they took another smear. And about a few weeks ago I got that result in for both of them, and my smear test came back, it's clear now, but my cervix biopsy came back as mild SIN1, which is mild HPV. So again, we're looking at the second layer of the lining of my cervix that's affected by HPV at the moment. But it's looking a lot better than originally thought, so from high risk to low risk, and being clear in an actual smear as well. So I now have a follow-up appointment for this June. So all going well. I'm hoping that the colposcopy will be clear. If they decide to take another biopsy, then that'll come back clear. What I'm doing right now, and what I have been doing for the whole of last year until now, and I'll continue to do so, is I've just basically changed my lifestyle. I stopped smoking. Well, in fact, I've never smoked, to be honest. I've only had the occasional cigarette in the past. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped drinking, or cut down, fizzy drink, soft drinks, and just drank diluting juice, water, fruit juices, things like that. And basically cut out a lot of sort of chicken and pork, and I still had the occasional steak to get the iron from it, but I just basically changed my lifestyle to what I would have normally done. My eating habits. I quite a stressful job, so that was something positive as well. And basically I just took up a lot of self-healing and things, started up my Reiki again, the self-recce. Yeah, and I'll continue to do that and look after my body and, you know, just take herbal medication, things like that. But fingers crossed. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.